It's a Tuesday morning, but I can't help but feel like it's a Friday in here, just based on the attitudes of my coworkers.
Yeah.
You've been on one today, JQ.
Yeah, I have. I've been a lot of stuff off camera that you don't get to see, but maybe we'll give you a little hint.
I think it's that fresh haircut.
Yeah, I think it is.
Like that?
My new haircut.
I went in and they said, I said I want a Paul number 7. They knew exactly what I was talking about, a Gurkey number 7.
Yeah, you can order it custom. It comes with tomatoes and cheese,
yeah.
too.
And the next level below that's military cut, so this is good.
I got to get mine chopped today. I actually got a hair appointment at 2 o'clock.
Oh, good job.
Shout out to my girl, Amy.
I was going to say, you hippie.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's getting a little long.
I want Bradley Cooper's hair, but it would take too long to grow it.
Yeah.
And I'm still not going to look like Bradley Cooper. I got a big fat head, so more hair makes it look even bigger. Text me if you have the same problem. Get in the comment section. Join the conversation. Good morning to Liz, Audrey, Catherine, Chastity, Jim, Paul, Ashley, Cliff. I dig it. Thanks for joining the 12th Today After Show. Jimmy just joined the 12th Today After Show. You can tell by the funky tunes. Hey, we want to start the show a little differently today by letting you know about a place you can go and get free lunch, courtesy one of our favorites on this show, Larry Fitzgerald. He's helping raise money for the owner of Casella's Deli, 79-year-old Joe Casella, who was unfortunately diagnosed with terminal cancer. He and his wife opened their deli in Scottsdale back in 1977, and they've been in that same place on Granite Reef near McDonald Drive ever since. That's close to Saguaro High School, if you know the area. And coincidentally, the same place where current Cardinals DJ Foster and Christian Kirk went to school. So if you stop by between noon and 5 today to grab a bite at Casella's, the guys will be there, and Fitz is going to pick up your tab.
Aww.
So raise a little money for a good cause. Go out and get yourself a sandwich. I love it when the cars do
Or
stuff
some good matzo ball soup. I love that place.
You've been there?
Heck yeah.
I've never been. Tell me about it.
Absolutely. It's a great deli. I mean, you get these big fat Reuben sandwiches, big turkeys, pastrami's, matzo ball soup. I mean, they'll have a full menu. And believe me, bring your appetite, because Larry's really, it's very generous of him to do that. And, of course, make a nice donation there. Help him out. That's a great place in that whole area. I could see why all those guys from Saguaro High School, they go there all the time. Nice.
All right, what's your go-to deli sandwich, Vanessa?
You're going to laugh at me. You always put me on the spot. My stuff is just so simple.
No, I like it.
I have, like, a kid's, like, taste buds.
Chicken nuggets?
Yeah. My deli sandwich, seriously, is just like a ham sandwich. Ham and cheese, simple. Nothing crazy on there.
Hey, that's all right.
I'm kind of boring. Just like on my cheeseburger, today's National Cheeseburger Day, I only like ketchup, cheese, obviously, and lettuce, and that's it.
That's it.
Maybe some bacon.
Really, though?
Seriously.
It's an unrefined palate.
Her palate is like,
I said like a little
tastes.
kid. It's like a little kid.
What do you do when like somebody takes you to like a cultured place and they order the escargot for you or the fargois?
That look she just shot.
You know? What do you do?
You girls know what we're talking about.
Bradley
the
Cooper
slow,
takes you
steady
out.
Blink.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it.
That's
there.
how
Let's
I
talk
got to
about you guys. What do you like to order when you go to
Only
the deli?
the finest things.
Oh, yeah.
The finest meats and cheeses.
Escargot, fargois. Yeah, a little brie.
I know what brie is.
All right, guys, let's get to the in case you missed it, because it's going to set up our discussion. Some of you in the comment section are already responding to it, which is great. That's the way we like to do things. If you missed 12 today, you missed this.
Every morning around this time, we show you something good, something you only see in Arizona. Well, this video, thankfully, is something very good.
Check this out. A patrol VIP with the Yavapai County Sheriff's Department was in the right place at the right time. Thankfully, check out the semi pulling away. If you look closely, you'll see tied to the back of the truck is the driver's dog.
The dog running as fast as it can to try and keep up as the patrol VIP turns on his lights and his siren. Thank goodness to stop the truck, alerting the driver. The very grateful owner says he was distracted, simply forgot the dog was even there. The dog's okay. The driver not charged.
Look at the dog. Oh, where are we going? Oh, man, this is a lot faster than I usually go.
That could have ended horribly.
Oh, gruesome,
horribly.
yeah.
Yes, gruesome is right, but my goodness, thank goodness for the patrol VIP guy.
Yeah, check on that pup's paws. That asphalt's hot, too.
What a video. When we first saw it, I thought it was going to end really bad. Glad it didn't.
I thought it was a gas pump the first time we saw it. I'm like, he drove off with a gas pump stuck in the side of the semi. No.
Dog.
That dog deserves a puppy massage.
Yeah, no kidding.
Afterwards,
Your little
yeah.
pedicure after.
Yes, his poor little paws.
Reminds me of National Lampoon's Vacation.
It does, yes.
Yeah, that one part.
Yep.
But you know, this is how people forget. People say, how'd you forget your dog in the car when it gets too hot? Or how do you forget your kid in the car? People forget things. They get distracted. And that's why we say just make it a general rule. Don't ever leave your kids in the car, ever, ever, even if the car's running, or your dogs, or never tie your dog to the back of your truck, period. Because you never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, that's what happens.
I mean, how many times do you get on your phone to do something and you just forget what it is?
Yeah,
I'll just go to Google and be like, oh, I was going to look something up, and now I have no idea what it is.
I got one. I want to look up, say, Vanessa on Facebook. And I start going to my Facebook, and all of a sudden I see Paul's picture, and where's his, oh, cool, he's in Michigan. Right. And then from Michigan, you go to there, and then all of a sudden, who was I going to look up?
Right, you completely lose your train of thought. And then when you're dealing with, like, the life of an animal or a person, like, obviously the consequences are much more grave. But we wanted to ask you this morning, what are some of the most absent-minded things you've ever done? And you're responding. Ashley says, I left my car running and went inside the store. That's a good way to get your car stolen.
Yeah. I got one. People leave the ovens on all the time. That's their biggest thing.
That's bad news bears. You don't want to do that.
What did I leave on once? I ruined a good pot that way. I was boiling eggs, and I was in the next room.
Oh, yes, and then you smell it burning or you hear them pop. That's happened to me before. They're like, you're like, what is that?
And then the whole pot, you just got to chuck it because it's just all a mess.
Messed up.
You try to
Cliff's being a wise Alec over here, responded to this post as one of the most absent-minded things he's ever done.
Paul said he left his, not you, another Paul, said I left my bathtub running once in my second floor apartment and fell asleep while it was filling up. Needless to say, that he had a completely flooded apartment.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh, no.
Wow. I like Renee's. I put 2 different shoes on and didn't notice until I got to work.
I see a lot of people doing that. You always see the post now with social media. You can share that.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh, look what I did today. They have like 2 different socks or 2 different shoes.
I've done that with socks.
Socks for sure.
Easy,
I could be wearing 2 different socks right now. I have no idea. I put them on in the dark.
Paul quotes Vacation, poor little guy, probably kept up for the first mile or so.
Yeah, and that's it. Then you're toast. When I was a kid, we were driving up north. My parents had matching Geo Metros, a red one and a blue one. So we're in the trailing car, me and my younger siblings, and Dad is in the car in front of us. Or I guess it was probably Mom, actually, now that I think about it. The dog was in the back seat on a leash, so she could roam around, but not too far in the car. If you've ever seen a Geo Metro, it's pretty small anyway. Anyway, the window is cracked just enough. The dog gets a smell of something outside and decides to jump out the window attached to a leash.
Oh, my God.
So you're thinking it's going to hang the dog, right? The leash is just long enough that the dog tumbles and is able to start running alongside the car, basically being dragged off the freeway.
Oh, my gosh.
Not only did the dog survive, no broken bones or anything, just tore the hell out of the paws on the bottom.
Did it learn its lesson?
Oh, yeah. She was real calm for the next couple of weeks. Yeah, that chilled her out an awful lot.
I had a Doberman that he used to like to walk in front of the car and back of the car when you're coming into the house. We had a long driveway, and he'd just walk in front. And when you were leaving, he'd walk in the back.
Sure.
I ran right over him, square over him, didn't hit the wheels. And I heard him, and I realized what I did, and I got so scared that I drove forward because I thought, so basically he was crawling out the front when I decided to drive forward. So I drove over him twice. He was fine. He got some hair ripped off of him. For the rest of his life, he knew what cars were, all cars. And it was actually kind of like the best thing that could have happened. No broken bones or nothing. He had like his mohawk, he shaved the top of his head off. But that was the best thing because, you know, dogs, they're not afraid. My dog now, I'll go walking him and he'll just like go right in the middle of the street. I'm like, what are you doing, you know? Kind of wish he could get kind of hit without getting hurt, you know?
Yeah. Can you see her whole comment? Pens, by the way, because my see more button won't load on my phone for some reason. I have no idea why. It just wants me to like your post. But I do want to read that might be a good one. Angelino says, I don't know what my most absent-minded moment was. I'm too absent-minded to remember.
So Penn said, I'd have to say, took my sister's car when I was about 8, went joyriding out there on Carefree Highway, and flipped out.
Jeez. Yeah, don't do that.
Laura grabbed a hot pan out of the oven with no mitts. Just grabbed it. Like, that can happen. It's just, it's because you're thinking about 50 things. Get the pan. So that, I can see that. Mike got the kids up for school on Saturday. Mickey Mickey said
On a Saturday.
Got the kids
Oh,
up
kids
for
aren't
school
happy
on a
about
Saturday.
that.
They must have really loved you for that.
You ever do that where you set the alarm? We wake up at such weird
Yeah.
times, but like I remember in high school, I was taking a nap once, and I set the alarm for like 6 p.m. or something, and then the alarm went off, and I must have hit the snooze button. So like it was just the right time of year where like dawn and dusk kind of look the same outside, that like
yeah.
twilighty thing. So I got up at like 7. I'm like, school starts at 7:26. I'm freaking out. I'm running into the shower trying to get ready and stuff. I go downstairs and like dinner's on the table. My mom's like, "What are you doing?"
She's like, why are you all ready for
I
dinner?
thought it was a.m. Like I thought I slept all night.
The exact thing happened to you, to happen to me, only it was with the newsroom. I was doing a morning show,
Yeah.
woke up, the light was the same. It was like 6:30.
Yeah.
Our show started at 6 in the morning. I thought it was 6 in the morning. It was 6:30 at night. I call the assignment desk immediately. I'm in a panic. I'm like, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. And he starts busting. Luckily, he didn't even try to punk me. He was laughing. He said, Jimmy, it's 6 o'clock at night.
If I'm here, I'd be like, "Yeah, you better get here right now."
We're waiting for you. We're going to save that last segment for you.
Oh, you guys have some good ones in here. Eileen says, I hemmed the same leg twice, making that leg super short. The other leg stayed super long.
Oh, no. That's not
Didn't
good.
pull away from the pylons next to the gas station and sideswipe my car. Oh, jeez. Cindy, that sounds terrible.
You said last week you left your keys in the door all night long.
I did, yeah. I was so exhausted. It was one of those, we were just working hard around
do
the
that.
John McCain Memorial Service stuff and a lot of the Cardinals pregame coverage. I was just exhausted. I got home. I left the keys in the afternoon. And then the next morning, I panicked.
You're
I
like,
was
"Where
like,
are they?"
where are my keys?
Yeah.
And so I grabbed the spares, and then I get to the front door, and I think to myself before I open it, how did I get in without my keys? They've got to be around here somewhere. And sure as hell, they're just stuck in the lock.
There's a guy
on
I
the
worked
outside.
with in San Diego, Mark Zuzak. He was just really stressed out. He's like the head of sales there now. He was going surfing. So he's at the
Sure.
beach in La Jolla. And when he gets out, somebody stole his car. And he freaks out. And bottom line is we had to loan him a car from the station. We had to pitch in, get him a coat, whatever he needed. It took him a week to get his car. He lost his briefcase, computers, everything. A week goes by, and we get a call from the police department that is he going to come pick up his car located in the same spot? He went to the wrong block.
Oh,
It was sitting there, and we're going to tow it if you don't come get it. So his car never got stolen. It was just there. He went up the wrong street, saw that the car was gone, panicked, and that was it.
There's nothing worse than that sinking feeling when you think you parked
Yeah.
somewhere and you turn the corner and your car's not there.
like it's towed.
I wonder. I wanted to hear that conversation with him and the insurance company a week after. Yeah, never mind.
They found the criminal returned it to right where he took it, so we're good now. Don't worry. You just gotta lean into it, right? Be like, no, he must have
Yeah.
felt bad. He brought it
I
back.
had a note in there with my
I like
grandma's
this
picture
one.
and stuff.
Stephanie said she put the cereal in the fridge and the milk in the
Oh, I
pantry.
do that all the time.
And she didn't notice it the next day.
Oh, warm
that's no
milk.
good.
And you try to save it, but it just doesn't work. It
No,
goes
that's not
sour
worth
quick.
saving.
Oh, this one we've all done. You look for your cell phone frantically, but you're talking on it. You're like, where's my cell phone? I'm looking for it and I can't find it.
Yeah, she was supposed to text me back a minute ago, but I can't find my phone. I don't know.
My lucky pen. You know, I always have a lucky
Yeah.
pen stuck in my ear.
Yep.
What the heck is it? Can't believe it.
Dovey says the most absent-minded thing I've ever done. Walked into the kitchen and forget why I'm there. That
Yeah,
happens
that
all
happens
the
a
time.
lot.
Well, might as well grab some food while I'm in here, though. We're going to take a quick pause on this conversation to get to one of our other segments. We're going to come back to it, though, because you guys are on one today. Let's do some fresh squeezed juice, Vanessa.
All right, so think back when you were in high school. Remember what your school ID looked like? Probably not. But these kids will. Take a look at this. The entire senior class at North Farmington High School in Detroit, Michigan, dressed up as famous characters on a picture day. I love it.
Oh, The Rock, I love it.
Rihanna
Oh, that's so good. She looks just like her.
does.
Oh, Garth and Wayne, party on, dude. Oh, that's so cool.
Those are great. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's amazing. Way
I'm
to go,
surprised the
Michiganders.
teachers let them do that.
Bob Ross. Yeah, I'm surprised they did too. You got to award the creativity, though.
Oh, look
I
at
love
that.
it.
Oh, man.
How many of these are
Reese
there, producer Jeff? These are
Witherspoon.
good. Oh, Flo. Yeah, obviously. Oh, these are so good.
Great.
Bravo, kids. Way to use your.
And that's cool for the teachers to let them do that. And
Yeah,
make
so
them
that they
have
can
to-
have some
Or who knows? Maybe
creativity
they
to
gave them
read.
2 IDs or something. But that's really cool. But actually, when you get to be my age and you look back at those old pictures, you look really good.
You look better than you remember. Even
Yeah,
if
you're like,
dressed as Bob
holy
Ross.
cow, you look great. Man, my skin, my eyes, my teeth were so white.
Yeah,
You know, so
you're
don't
younger.
worry.
Oh, Christy says the most absent-minded thing that she's done, and it's becoming a daily thing. She made coffee, forgot to put the pot back underneath the coffee pot. A lot of coffee makers won't brew unless you have the pot underneath it.
Okay.
But some will. And
The
and
old
that's a
school
mess.
ones, Folgers.
Yeah.
The Maxwell House. Good to the last drop.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Cindy, she started to unzip a shirt I was wearing while at school, thinking it was a sweatshirt, but it was just a shirt I was wearing.
Free show.
She's like,
Jeez.
that would, yeah, not a good one.
Peggy says, when asking my horse to back out of the horse trailer, I did not untie her head from the trailer. I can imagine the horse was very confused, still attached to the trailer. Oh, there's so many good ones in here.
I like it. A lot of people. So I will share mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we've been waiting.
I know. I was like, do I want to share this?
What'd you do?
So
Do it.
one time I was pulling into my parents' garage, and you know it has a garage door opener where it opened, so it didn't open all the way, and I pulled in. The whole top of the car got scratched, and I was like, oh.
I bet that sounded great.
And then I'm like, oh my gosh. And normally, you know, it'll stop if it hits something, but I don't know, somehow, like it just stayed there. So to make things worse, it was a rental car. So I was like, what am I gonna do? So I got a buffer, I got like paint, you know, the little paint things that you can fill it in, and I put it on top, and no one noticed it.
Really?
Your secret's out now, though.
Wow. Yeah,
It was many moons ago. I was in high
Hey,
school.
budget people, listen up. You've been
telling you
looking
right
for her.
That car is probably well extinct by now, but it was a long time ago, and I can't believe that happened. I wasn't even on my phone, you know, because it was when we were younger in high school. So I don't know what happened. I just pulled in, wasn't paying attention, and yeah, the door wasn't completely up yet.
My sister was on a date, and they were at the drive-in. This is back in the probably 70s. It was the 70s. And the guy's just really nervous, and they watched the movie. And when they're done, because the drive-in, you would put that steel thing, the speaker, on the windshield, he just drove off and just took the whole window with it. You got to take the thing off. And he was like, went to my dad's house, you know, he was crying. And Mr. Quinones, you have to call my dad and explain to him I wasn't playing around. And he forgot to take that off, and that was common. A lot of people would do that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something profoundly absent-minded I've done. Like, I do stuff all the time, like little things every day.
The little things,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's funny because I think, you know, we hear so much about Alzheimer's and people lose. I think people are always questioning themselves now more than ever.
Am I losing it?
Yeah, but we have more distractions, like you said, than ever before. With just the social media will distract you.
Well, one of my girlfriends was just telling me the other day that she has to put a reminder, not that she doesn't love her kid, because she does, obviously, but she puts a reminder on her phone to pick him up.
Yes.
Because there's so many things going on throughout the day that it goes
absolutely.
off, and she's like, oh, I got to go pick him up. She's got to go pick up her son. So it's just like, people are just busy. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Trying to check in your Southwest flight, and you're like, oh, it's 2 minutes from now. I'll remember, and you start reading something
And then
online,
you get freaking
and then you're in a
C?
C group. Yeah. One more good one, and then we'll get on to our last topic of the day. This one is one of my favorites right here. Oh, where did it go? Oh, geez. Somebody, I want to use your name. Oh, there it is. Anita, try to answer my phone on my remote.
Hello?
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've picked up another object. I don't know what it was. I can't remember.
Hey, Paul, we appreciate you popping into the show. He says
Yeah.
the idea of the after show is very cool. We think you're very cool. All right, last segment of the day, our extra shot, something you have to look forward to coming up later this week.
All right, so we know some of you, many of you are watching this right now on your iPhones, and that's a lot of you are going to rush out and get the brand new iPhone XS. That's how we say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 10S? I like saying XS because it's huge. Like a play on words, XS. No?
So the new one's coming out on Friday, and that means a lot of you are going to be there trying to get it. So we're going to do our annual live shot talking to some of you who are heading out there to wait in line to get your phone and see why you guys are out there waiting in line to get these new phones.
Especially since some of you are going to be out there for like days.
Yes.
I don't understand that. I really don't.
Because they have to have the newest technology.
Isn't it really expensive, this one, too?
I mean, they're all expensive. I mean, the 7 Plus that I've got in my hand right now is $1,000.
Oh.
But most people like this, I make payments on it. You know, it just goes into your phone bill, so you kind of don't pay attention to it, I think. Because
Story of millennials. That's how millennials get ripped off for the rest of their lives. Just a little bit. It goes in.
Jimmy
You
still
don't
has
even
the
see
flip
it.
phone.
No, I don't. I
wish.
got a regular one. I really do. I wish we could go back to those phones. I really do.
Or
I love
not
those
any
days.
cell phone at all. Can you imagine how much more reliable you'd be as a person if you didn't have your phone tethered to you at all times?
Yeah.
You would actually like care about going home and checking your answering machine.
I love
setting
that.
up dates
I'd
with
go
people
home and I'd
holding
see
them.
those little the blink. The more blinks you had, the more
Yes.
messages you had, and you'd be waiting for like that girl to like
Yeah.
send a message, and it'd be Paul the whole time calling
Sorry.
like 12 times. Hey,
Oh,
man,
Jimmy, no, I
want to
didn't-
get together? Listen, I was just checking to see if my phone is. Why won't you call me back?
I don't know. Did I leave a message last time? I don't remember. I'm a little absent-minded today. Leave you another one.
I I love seeing the live shot out there, though, because people have their tents, they have
they take it
TVs.
seriously.
They set up everything to kill the time while they're out there waiting for these phones.
Life's too short, man. I think when you die, if you were to go back and look at all this time that we're wasting, these little like wasted time, you'd say, can I take it back, please? Spend time with my friends or family.
Or spend more time doing the 12 Today after show.
This is cool. I do like hanging out with you guys. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do this like at night with like a glass of wine. That'd be kind of cool, hanging out. You could have your IPA or your stout.
We could just do it at home, man. We'll FaceTime it.
Vanessa, you'd have your wine cooler and your ketchup
wine
and
her very simple cheeseburger.
very simple cheeseburger.
That's what we're missing today for National Cheeseburger Day.
Yeah, I feel like you let us down on that.
I know. You know, I figured that
We're counting on you.
we said that we were going to start a diet on Monday, all of
Post-game
us.
interview. Okay. Yep. Sorry. Go ahead and explain it.
Yes, so remember we were supposed to start diets yesterday, and I figured if
We
we
weren't?
added the
Nobody talked to me
cheeseburger-
about that.
Well, you've been dieting. You look great.
I've not been dieting.
You've been you eliminated some unhealthy food items.
Yeah, made different choices.
Yes.
Jimmy
Made a lot
can't
of
afford
different
to
choices.
eat.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he just
Sorry
bought an
about the pig
engagement
I just
ring.
signed the new contract. Oh,
That
hey.
engagement ring, the wedding planning, that's
Yeah.
where all your money's
That does
going.
get pricey. All right, guys, it's time to wrap it up. We want to leave you wanting for a little more and not being sick and tired of our voices. Catch us again tomorrow morning at 7:30 right here on the 12 News Facebook page.
Go get a
12 Today After
cheeseburger!
Show. Go get a cheeseburger. It's on Fitz, 12 to 5 in Scottsdale today. Be good, people.